Hello everybody. I'm going to do another quick little project using two transfer sets. We're using the Holly Jolly transfer set and the Ho 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 Merry Christmas Naughty or Nice other transfer set. So I have my white round chalk couture. I believe this is a 10-inch board. And just want to make sure that everybody could see the project here on my camera. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the transfers from their carrier sheet, and you notice I labeled back on here so that when I'm done with the transfer, I know which is the correct side to put my transfer back on. So we're going to do things, I have to slide this down to make sure I can fit the Ho 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 on here. And there we go. And we're just making sure that when we put the transfer down that we have no bumps. So I'm going to go ahead and just take all these off and place them on my board so that I am ready to go. And all that I need to do is put the chalk paste on here. So the transfers and the little 2-ounce jars of chalk paste can be found on my online store, which is https://colleen.chalkcouture.com. There you can find all of these amazing transfer sets. You can find the chalkboards, which are amazing chalkboards through Chalk Couture, and you can also find chalk paste and the accessories like our squeegees. That's our big squeegee. Then we have our angled squeegee, and then we have this squeegee, which comes in that size, and you can cut it in half to make it easier to work with your different projects. So I'm just going to kind of go for a little whimsical thing here with using these two transfer pieces and make a great design that you can either keep for yourself and hang in your home with pride because it's something that you created, or you can give it as a gift, which is amazing because what you can do is, or you can do both. And the reason I say that is because the silkscreen transfers from Chalk Couture are reusable. So you can buy a transfer set and make project for yourself and then make projects to give as gift for the holidays. Who doesn't love a personalized homemade gift for the holidays? I know I do. So again, just putting all of our transfers on our chalkboard. Making sure that I'm not overlaying from one transfer to another so that my chalk paste will go through the silkscreen and onto my board. I'll just lift that up here. So I actually decided that I'm going to use 3 colors for this project: lime, red, and this amazing color called Nantucket. I think that these 3 colors together will look amazing. So what you do is when you get your 2-ounce jar, you want to open it up. It's going to have this little plastic tab on here that keeps your chalk paste nice and moist. So what you normally do is when you begin a new project and you open your chalk paste, you're just going to give it a quick stir like so. I just have these little craft sticks that I use. They just give it a nice stir, and you're looking for the consistency of like yogurt is what you're kind of going for. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up all of my jars and get them ready to go because I'm going to do this pretty quickly. I'm just going to go from one color to the next. Let me just slide that out of the way. So we have our Nantucket ready. I'm going to do the same thing with my red. Just give that a quick stir. Make sure that that is a good consistency to work with. And then our lime green. This way I can just rock and roll right through all of these different colors, have them all open and ready to go. And stirred. Now, here's a prime example. See my lime green? I haven't used this in a little while. So it is a little thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a tiny bit of water. And just adding a little bit of water at a time, so that way you don't want to add too much water. See? And that brought that right back to the consistency that I was looking for. So we are ready to go. So I think what I'll do is I think I'm going to do red, Nantucket, and then green. So I'm going to use my squeegee on Ho Ho Ho, and I'm going to do the first set here in red. And again, you want to work pretty quickly because you do not want the chalk paste to dry on your transfer, because what will happen is when you pull the transfer up, the chalk paste is going to come right up with it if you let it dry on here. So you want to work kind of quickly. If by chance you do have a bigger project and you have multiple colors and the chalk paste does dry on there, all you need to do is take a paper towel and lightly spritz it with water, and that will reactivate the chalk for you and make it moist again so that it won't stick to your transfer. But this project is pretty easy, pretty quick, so I think we should just fly right through this. So what we're doing is peeling our transfer off nice and slowly so that we don't stretch it, and we're immediately getting it into a little pan of water, and that way the chalk paste will come off of our transfer. We can clean it and reuse it again. So I think that I'm going to do Holly Jolly in the red and lime green. And I like how you can turn it on its side, make a fun little cute project. I actually saw another designer had done something similar to this, and I just love the idea of it. Just being kind of cute and whimsical with it. So again, just putting our chalk paste over our silkscreen transfer, making sure that all of our lines are out. And you can see when I add just a little bit of pressure on here with my squeegee, how I'm able to get some of this chalk paste and put it right back into my jar. Moving right along. See how quick and easy this project is going to be, but super cute, super fun, and would make an amazing, amazing gift for friends and family or for yourself. Putting the lime green on the holly part. There are, I believe there are 41 different chalk paste colors. All of them are amazing colors, and they can all be found on my chalk store that I mentioned earlier. The jars are $8.99, and again, you get a lot of projects because you can see I'm putting down my chalk paste and then adding a little pressure and taking it off and putting it right back into my jar. If you would like to become a designer on my team, you can get your starter kit for $99, and it includes this board, which comes with a little twine so you can hang it up. It also comes with, let me show you, with this amazing board that is guaranteed for 50 years. They're chalkboards. It's an amazingly cute chalkboard. That comes in your kit as well as 5 transfers and 3 chalk pastes. It's an amazing deal. It's valued at $200, but it only costs $99, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead, and I think we're going to do Mary in the Nantucket. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. And they look so good on this white board. Everything pops. You can use your transfers and your chalk paste on many, many different mediums. You can use it on your chalkboard. You can use it on glass. I actually have an old window that a family member gave to me, my sister-in-law, and you can chalk on that. Burlap, you can actually even chalk on paper, believe it or not. You can make your own holiday gift cards There are so many cute little transfer sets that are available to make your own holiday gift cards with, like a Kiss Me Under the Mistletoe. Again, all of these wonderful things can be found on the couture site that I mentioned earlier. So this one is Christmas. We're going to go ahead and do in red. And I love this because the transfers have really pretty fonts to them, and for doing chalkboard work, I do not have good handwriting, so to have the transfers already spell out, they actually have fonts too that you can use, like letter fonts, so you can spell out your own words. And that's great for people like me who have horrible, horrible handwriting. So all the work is done for you. It's just so easy. You do not need to be a super crafter. You can be not crafty at all and do this. It's amazing. So again, just putting our paste on, making sure we're covering our silk screen. And then you just take it back off. It's so easy. And I find this to be relaxing. I know, like, when I was a kid, like coloring and painting and different things like that were so relaxing. This to me is adult fun and has so many uses that I just find it very relaxing and a fun project to do and easy. Okay, I think we're going to end with Nantucket for our little, this says Merry Christmas and then Naughty or Nice, which is so cute for the kiddos. Were they naughty or nice? For Santa, come and visit. And these are magnetic, these chalkboards. So you could actually place a little magnet over whether your kiddos are naughty or nice, so that Santa knows. Okay, I'm actually, because I am done with Nantucket, I'm going to put my plastic container back onto my jar. You want to make sure that you have a good seal, and that will keep your paste in good condition and keep it nice and moist for you to use many, many times. Now, we're on our last one. See how fast and easy that was? And I'm going to show you, I'm going to purposely go off my board here. Look, I made a mistake. I went off of my transfer and I went onto my board by mistake. Mistakes happen. Nobody is perfect. So when I peel this off, you'll see how I went off my board. Simple, easy fix. Take your paper towel, and we're just going to get it a little wet. Sorry for my arm reaching over the camera. We're just going to get a little bit of water on there, and then we simply just wipe away the red. I'm just trying to be very careful that I don't hit where I just did nice. Oops, and I just wound up smearing it a little bit. Okay, just get a little more water on here. Just trying to be very careful, because what happens is your chalk goes on wet and it takes just a few minutes to dry, and it's going to dry hard. You can, if you, oh, I just hit my eye. You can seal your projects if you like to make them permanent. However, I like to not do that so that I can reuse my boards over and over and over again. All finished. Isn't that super cute? And you've got your little burlap string here so that you can hang it. I'm going to turn the camera around real quick so that I can show you how you go about cleaning your transfers so that you can get multiple uses out of it. So as I mentioned, I have my pan of water sitting to the side. So what we do, I just want to move that. What we do is we just put our hand in here, make sure we're getting all of the chalk paste, or as much of the chalk paste off as we can. And then I have an old towel here that I use just to dry my transfers. And I usually put them the sticky side up to begin with. So we're just getting all the chalk paste off of there, you can see, and I put it sticky side up to dry there for a minute until I get all my pieces out. Just cleaning it off. And this way, if you take good care of your transfers, you can use them many, many times on, as I mentioned, the many different surfaces: glass, wood, chalkboards, burlap, paper. So many different things that you can use. If you do decide to use your transfers on glass and paper for the first time, when you do get your transfers, they are very, very sticky. So I recommend, if using them on glass, that you fuzz them up a little bit. And what I mean by that is you take your transfer off of your carrier sheet and you can just literally put it on your leg or your shirt, and you're just getting the back of the sticky part a little bit fuzzy, and that way it doesn't stick to your glass or to your paper. And what I also do is I just throw my squeegees in the water as well, because they are also reusable. They're like a I don't know what material they're considered. They're kind of like a I can't even think of the word I want to use. But you can use the squeegees over and over again. Just clean those off as well. I'm just making sure that all my jars, I put all my lids back on my jars. So I'm doing now while I'm letting my transfer sit there for a second. And all that you need to do is take a disinfectant wipe, and I flip these over so that I get the excess water off. I use my disinfectant wipe to get all the extra chalk paste off, and that cleans your silk screen as well. And then I end on the sticky side, and what happens is the disinfectant wipe reactivates the stickiness, and I'll show you that in 1 second. I'm just going to go ahead and clean a couple more of these transfers, and by the time I'm done that will be sticky again, which is pretty cool. So we're just cleaning these, and it's okay. I have used this transfer on different pieces, and you can see that some of the teal color around the side where the silk screen isn't has some stuff on it. That's okay, so long as your silk screen is cleaned, you are good to go. So I just want to dry my hands and show you. Let's see if this is sticky already. See? It's sticky already. So all that you need to do, because we had our transfers labeled with back, is you just line this back up. Normally I would let this dry a little bit longer, but I just want to show you how easy this is. Just put it right back on your transfer sheet, and you are good to go, and you can use it for another project. So easy, so fun. That whole project took less than 20 minutes. So easy, so fun. You can bang out a couple of these different projects, and like I said, give them as gifts, keep them for yourself, whatever you choose. Happy chalking, have fun, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks, bye.